This is a wax-weathered copper golem statue. It has 35 characters, making it the longest block name in Minecraft. And I wanted to see just how many of those I could get in 100 days of Minecraft. Alright, that should be more than enough for full iron. Alright, it's been one day. Just need to get some blaze rods and then the rest of these ender pearls. Finally, dude. Alright, that should be everything we need. Okay, that's actually pretty far away. Alright, the starter room should just be directly below here. Here it is. Okay, I do also need a library. Found it. Whoa, that could definitely go on a bow. Alright, time to go in. That was close. Okay, now the real fun can begin. First, we need to find an elytra. Hopefully there is actually a ship on this one. There appears to be no ship. That's unlucky. Oh, there's another end city. And it has a ship. Dude, I swear it's been like an hour. Whoa! Max win. We should loot a couple more entities, actually. Elytra number 2. Oh. Good thing we placed water there. I'd say that's pretty successful. Alright, time to set up our base. Alright, we need to go get some lapis.
There we go.
Oh yeah, we should also get some redstone too. Might as well get some diamonds. Whoa, crazy mine shaft here. Alright, that's enough mining. Dude, that is perfect. Yo, fuck. And that's all of our levels done. Alright, now we can start working on a pumpkin farm. We have to get some materials first. Bro, yeah, I need to light this place up. Alright, that should be enough cobble, I think. Make some observers. Some pistons. Alright, now we can start actually building it. Now that the pumpkin farm was done, it was time to set up the bee farm. Alright, yeah, this is a good spot for the bee farm. Let's build it right here. Alright, the bee farm is pretty much done. Just have to keep on breeding bees and adding more bee nests. At this point, the only thing that I needed was as much wax and as many pumpkins as I could get. So for the next couple of days, all I did was just gather resources and expand the farms. Honestly, it might be worth it to just get like a beacon to mine cobblestone faster. To get a haste 2 beacon, I needed a bunch of gold, so I went to the nether to find bastions and a fortress. Alright, we got about a stack of gold, but still gotta work on our bees. Let's also get some villagers set up. Hopefully that guy zombifies soon. Oh, that hurts. Alright, I think it's time for us to get the rest of our gold. And that should be all the gold that we need. Finally got these guys set up. Looting 3, nice. Check on the bees real quick. Bro, are we dead at? Dude, I was just trying to break the flower. Time to go get some wither skulls. That's 3 out of 3. Alright, time to get out of here. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna fight the wither now. I mean, it should be pretty easy. Anyways, luckily I didn't lose anything. That went all according to plan, by the way. Okay, finally we can start working on this beacon. Cool. Alright, that's 5 layers of the pumpkin farm done. With the automatic pumpkin farm complete, it was time to work on the bee farm and start prepping items for the first trial chamber. I also decided to make a manual pumpkin farm to just get some quick extra pumpkins. After gathering close to a shulker full of pumpkins and wax, it was finally time to head down to the trial chamber. Alright, yeah, here it is. There we go, copper golems. And then these all should be oxidized within the next minute or so. Just gotta keep on placing. So if we go like this, okay, this is the weathered copper golem statue. And then we just wax it. And now we have our first wax weathered copper golem statue. This is gonna get so boring. Okay, this room is gonna be a little crazy. Dude, there's just so many spawners here. Alright, we finished up all of our pumpkins, so it's finally time to head back home. Alright, let's see how many statues we got. Should be around a shulker full. Yep. Dude, I've never seen this many. Our first statue. There we go, right on the beacon. I think I'm gonna try to cover this entire plains biome with copper golems. Alright, and that is all of the copper golems placed. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more golems if we want this whole place covered up. Now that the farms were basically done, the only thing left to do was to go to as many trial chambers as possible before day 100. God, I love placing statues for 3 hours. Alright, update on day 75. We have a lot of this filled out, but still got a lot more to go. So from now, it's just more grinding.
I sold my soul to a Illuminati for a white chick and a new Ferrari. With JK, I am hardly the type to sell my soul for money. Know me, I ain't trying to bargain. I keep my enemies in the office. I give them all the dirty work and keep the profit. I run this like Tamagotchi. With a bougie mommy, run up your with a Uzi mommy like. Only my third day out here. Bougie mommy like. Wait, your girl look sorry. My girl look clean as a new Ferrari with a doors go up like. And if you decide to come through with your weekend, blah 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 blah. That's you like to talk. I just wanna be on my mind. Go on your face where I'm gonna walk. I don't really rock on that block. I just really rock with them stocks. Cop that real estate on that block. That's that down to all my kinfolk. See, that's funny. No funny. That top flow in that summer pink house on the beach front.
Alright, and that's the last few copper golems placed. Dude, the view from here is absolutely insane. I'm actually pretty happy with how much of this I was able to get covered. Alright, here are my stats. I'm actually curious what the grand total is. Okay, here we go. 13,318 wax-weathered copper golem statues mined. That is one hell of a statistic. Alright, let's do one last flyover real quick. Dude, there's so much, it won't even load in all at once. My game is struggling right now. Thank you to everybody who watched this video. If you liked it, please subscribe because more is coming soon. This was my first video, so it's only gonna get better from here. And never doing this challenge again because it was absolutely horrible.